Hi, I'm 2-Ton Streamer, and we are about to start our adventure on the Valhalla server, or Valhalla map on the Arktown server, excuse me. And let's go ahead and get started. So, for anyone who doesn't know, this Valhalla map, it's a mod, and it's a completely different map. It's been completely redone. I believe this one is 2 times or 2.5 times the size of the standard map. And it's got some different features as well, which we're going to explore in this little video series. And look, we got some dodos here, and that's very promising. Alright, so I'm not really going to do a tutorial on how to play. I'm assuming that most of you have already been playing at this point, and you're curious about the map. The server I'm playing on, it is Arktown. And they actually have 2 servers. One is just a standard map, and this is a brand new one that we recently opened on Friday. So let me go ahead and get started here. Sometimes it takes a moment to be able to log for everything to come in. Something they're working on the map. You can't really pick up anything at first. I think they said it takes like 1 to 2 minutes. And there are people on the server, as you can see in the chat. That's pretty good. It's always promising to know that people are actually playing. So when you first start out, of course, gotta pick up your things here. And I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a father of 3. My kids are all pretty much teenagers now. A couple of them are trying to be grown. Doing pretty good at it. Better than I did, of course. And, you know, sometimes they may hop on here and play as well. And so you may hear from them time to time. Wow, I can't pick up anything yet. It's still loading. Let's look at the map here. Oh, wow, look at that. That's very nice. Okay, so up here in the sky, if you're not aware, this Valhalla map does actually have a floating island. And I know the map, they say it's only 60% done, but it's pretty playable. Regardless of that, I know there's some things that are missing, such as they want to do some more waterfalls, and I think there's some other aesthetic things they want to do. But for the most part, I think the map is pretty much set. They're just going to be doing some other things. So let's go ahead and talk about where this is located, why it's called Valhalla, and hopefully you know about Valhalla. If not, I definitely think you should go out and Google it. But Valhalla is basically the heaven, if you will, for Vikings and the Norse mythology. So they believe that, you know, warriors, or I guess maybe anyone, they all go to Valhalla, and you arrive on a boat. I don't know if any of you have seen like Thor, but there was a scene in the second Thor movie where those that died in a battle, they all went off on a boat, and I believe that's similar to what this boat is here. Although I think they burned the boats, but maybe that's just something they did. I'm not sure. It's definitely worth checking out, though. It's interesting mythology. It's been a while since I've done any research into it, so what I know is just from vague things from school or whatnot, and also from Thor, which probably isn't the best reference, but there you go. Alright, so I've leveled. Gonna run around here and pick up some stuff. I don't know what time of day it is. I would guess sometime around the afternoon, possibly. Maybe it's getting closer to dark, so let's go ahead and see about making our tools. Get that started. Alright, so let's make the pick. Let's go ahead and view our engrams here. Oh, wait a second, I gotta level first. And what I like to do, again, this isn't a tutorial, but I'll just, you know, explain how I play. I like to go ahead and get my tools first. And I like to put my stuff into weight. This is in a PvP server. I really don't know much about PvP. I've done PvP on other games, but I prefer instance PvP, you know, like maybe Star Wars type games, like the matches. They used to have PvP matches. I prefer that kind of PvP as opposed to open world, because there's usually just so many balancing issues, and you know, I usually just don't stick with it long enough to really, you know, to stay with it. It seems like they're always constantly making changes, so you get used to something with a class and then it's changed on you, and you know, or if you don't play it for a month or 2, you come back and your class is completely different, and it's kind of aggravating. So, but let's go ahead and do this. I have done the Survival of the Fittest tournament. I think it's a fun game style. And I actually wouldn't mind having a group to maybe do that with from time to time, or maybe even join in on the championships they have. I don't know how I would fit into the group mechanic, but I really like to build and collect and stuff, so I think I could maybe offer a team something good. Let's see. Of course, we leveled again. Leveling is really fast here. This server, hold on a second, let me spin this real quick. And I'm going to get the stats. And I'll go ahead and get the walls as well. This particular server, it's set up, it's got 4 times the taming, 5 times the resource gathering, which is why we're gathering it so much, so fast, and why it's helping to level. And it's also 2 times the XP. Alright, we gotta get building something here really quick. Alright, let's do, I can only do 1 foundation. What am I short? Wood. Okay. I think I picked up too much stone. Alright, I don't want to build too close to that boat, but then there's another person I see further down there, so I kind of I'll stay over here, and I'm just going to build a temporary place until I can make a raft and sail around. So let's go ahead and start making stuff, and building is like one of the fastest ways you can possibly level, especially on a PvE server. I mean, it's just crazy. Alright, I need to go ahead and make this, one of these, and we're going to need more wood. Yep. Alright, as soon as you hit level 5, it opens up some more engrams that you can research, and I strongly suggest picking up the storage box, especially on a server like this, because the weight, your weight is going to be holding you back until you can get everything. Alright, so we're leveling up pretty good. Let's go ahead and research everything we need to keep us safe. And I will go ahead and get a shirt as well. Alright. I'm just goofing around here. This may not be how you suggest leveling or whatnot. But it's like I said, I'm just sitting here trying to get it going. Alright, let's make some more. Let's get some more foundations here. Get it ready. But anyway, I think I was talking about server. The server is it's a pretty good server. Not the people that run it. I'm one of the people that run it, but and I'm not trying to say that I'm good. But overall, the people that we have on our server, the other people that are playing on it, and these are not friends of ours. I mean, we do have some people like our family members, kids and stuff that play. But overall, it's a bunch of new people that we've recently met since we've started running the server. And overall, we've got some pretty good people, and it's a nice little environment that we have going. And I know that the people that play on it, they really enjoy it as well. All right, so I'm gonna get a couple of spears. I'd say no more than 3 because the weight on those things, it's kind of crazy. All right, we have dodos here, which is great. I am collecting way too much stone though, so I'm gonna get over here and how many foundations have I made? Okay, I got 4 down. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna drop stone on this thing real quick just to get it off of me, and then I'll put it in a. Oh wow, I got some metal already too. That's great. Alright, so that should sit there long enough. I do know that the spoil times on the server is they're pretty high, so you can drop stuff and leave it there for a little bit longer than you could normally. What is this? Oh, glasses. I don't want that. Alright, drop that. I would kill for a remove all seeds button. That'd be nice. Alright. And by kill, I mean dodos. Not a dev. I can say that devs in this game, I'm just basically saying what other people have also said. They are great. They really are. They're a bunch of good people. They're really good about updates. Need some more thatch. There we go. Level. But overall, I've been extremely impressed with the amount of time that they whip things around. You do have slower weeks, especially whenever they have a tournament, where we don't, I guess this side of the game doesn't see as much in the form of updates or attention, but, it's a trade-off. It's fair. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. I don't mind. And I think the mod community actually helps they really help to make 2 of these. They really help to fill in some of that time too, because I mean, you know, okay, maybe our devs, you know, the devs for the game haven't really put a whole lot out at the moment, you know, like this week, but I just, you know, we just got a new map here. I mean, that's great, you know, and so you definitely can keep busy with this game. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these walls up. Probably level again in a second. I'm not doing anything fancy. Need one more of these and then I can make the door. I know, since I'm not really talking about PvP, people are probably gonna be like, hey, what are you actually gonna do on this, you know, on your streams or whatnot. But I think I can really offer some things as far as building goes. If you've heard of Arktown, it's actually a town that we built on a server, and I'm the one who built it. And it actually it won the Weekly Architect about a month ago, I think it was now. And so I definitely know what I'm doing as far as building goes, and I want to be able to offer, you know, tips, get people, you know, who want to either, you know, even if you don't want to build a town, you know, maybe there's certain things, you know, certain ideas you'd like to try out, or you're not sure of how to do some things, you know, I can definitely, you know, show some things here. And I also want to experiment too. Yesterday I started a new Arktown here on this server. And I actually came up with a new idea using one of the rounded walls mod, and it's pretty interesting. So, you know, in that case, you know, I really think that, you know, it'll be fun to have the server going and, you know, show off some stuff, and should be interesting. All right, so let's go ahead, and we got our little secure area here. Oh, I have let me put a fire down over here. I'm not really going to go too far out with this little hut. Like I said, I'm going to be tearing it down once we can get a boat going. So let's go ahead and level up a little bit more. Maybe play till it gets dark here. I don't want to be boring. I will I'll come back to this character and do a little bit more with this, and then I'll do all that behind the scenes. Oh, let's go ahead and kill a dodo. One thing you're going to need in the beginning is spoiled meat. You know, and spoiled meat's one of those things that's kind of hard. It's time consuming. You know, hides is another thing you really want to keep. You know, you really want to, But the spoiled meat, you have to actually wait. You can't just go out and make spoiled meat unless you use the mod. I think it's one of Jones' mods she has. She's got a bunch of mods out there. Some pretty good things too. Some of the things she's doing are actually going to come to the game later, so I kind of haven't wanted to put them on Arktown because of that. I'm kind of choosy about what we put on Arktown just because of how the more mods you have, the more chances you have of having to shut down to update them, because whenever they update the mod, and they can do it at any time, sometimes it can interfere with people being able to log in, and so that's a real concern for people who are running servers. And I actually have a day job, so I'm not always at home to be able to update, you know, the server. So I do have I have a friend that can help update, and then I also have my oldest daughter. She can also update. But again, you know, they're not always available. They're both in college, so. Alright, keep putting that stone in there. If you get any hides, put them on. You don't want to die and lose that stuff. And here's another little thing I like to do. I like to spread the meat around. It helps get it faster. You know, it helps it, you know, get to the spoiling point faster. But yeah, if you got multiple chests or even the fire over here, I don't really want the fire at the moment. But just throw meat on things. You know, throw meat in the chest you have. You don't, and I eat berries in the beginning because you don't really need meat to stay alive. You know, the only time you really need meat is if you're taking damage and you really want to try to get your life back up. But other than that, just eat berries to begin with. You know, save that meat so we can spoil and make narcotics with, because that's going to be really important. You know, whenever you want that tame. And the very first thing I suggest taming is a trike. They're awesome. They will get you so many narcotics. That's what will get you started. That's what will get you started on, you know, your little dino farm, when, you know, all the stuff you want to tame. Okay, where are you at? I seen another one out here somewhere. He's probably started running. Oh, this is nice right here. Is this a lake, or is this part of the... Let's look at the map. See where we're at. So as you can see, this map is completely different. Oh yeah, maybe that's a little island there? I don't think the map is quite accurate, or maybe not done yet. But, I think it's like a general thing. Alright, where did that dodo go? I saw him swim over here. This is a cute little area right here that I like this. Alright, Dodo, you gonna get me in trouble, ain't you? Let's see. Let's talk about mods here on the server. So besides the actual fact that the server is one giant mod... Oh man, come on. There are actual mods here. I'm sitting there picking the bird up. It's great. I'll carry him off. There we go. So there are mods here. There is the Rounded Walls mod, which I talked about a second ago. That's a good mod. It's beautiful. Has rounded stairs. I'm not a fan of the rounded stairs unless they're in the rounded towers, because if you try to use those things just out in the open, you will fall off. It's just how it goes. And let's see what else they have. Metal with glass. That's a mod that I don't have on the regular standard server of Arktown, but we do have it on this one. This is going to be kind of a testing area for some mods for us to see how they how they play. Probably isn't the most ideal place to play, to test something. Wow, I like this water here. I've never been here. So yeah, but there's that mod. There's the of course the Kushima mod, which is has the Dan rifle, has the clear glass walls, the reinforced wood walls, which are really nice looking. So that mod's on here as well. We're more into building mods than some of the other ones, like the dinosaur colors. I like the dinosaur colors mod. I think it's a great idea. It's just one of those mods where I haven't put it on here because I worry about what's going to happen when there's issues, which there have been issues, and I'm not trying to down the mods in any way, but if there's an issue and people lose their dinosaurs, I just don't feel like color is really worth it, just to have different color, to have the issues of the server, because we're really trying to run a nice clean server that is a place where people it's reliable. And so there are certain mods that are, I really would like to have, like the baby dragon one, but I hear people, some servers have had issues with the baby dragon one, so yeah. But there are some mods I'd really like to put on there. The no collision one is a new one. It's come out recently. I really like to put it on here, but I saw where people were saying that just doing regular building stuff, which I think you'll be doing the majority of the time, it's not really working well. They're having issues with that. So, things like that. There are a bunch of mods I really want, and I think they're great, but I just don't really want to put them on a server where, it may impact, our players here. So eating some berries, making sure our water and food's up, and also lowering my weight by doing that. Alright, so what do we need to do? We need to build some more walls and stuff. Sitting there running around collecting stuff. Got wood. Let's get some thatch. Alright. I got way too much of some things. And if any devs are listening, drop all seeds. Great button. Great idea. Let's get another one of these just so we can do some more with meat there. And let's go ahead and make 9 walls. This should level us too. So, trying to think of what else we need to talk about here. They do have light drops. That's a white light. I should probably go try to grab that, but it's about to get dark, and I have no idea what's out here. I did not start on my my main character. I didn't start on this side, so I really, I wanted to start somewhere where I had never been before, all for the sake of exploration and great video viewing. I'm sure there'll be some mistakes. Alright. Again, I'm gonna go wait again. 15 points. Do we open up anything new? We have... I'm not doing fancy stuff yet. Such as... I may get one of these beds out of that thing if I can go get that. We need a roof. I'm not going to go sloped yet because that's points I really don't want to spend just yet. Let's go ahead and get our cancer survivor hat on there. That's what it looks like when they wear it on there, especially some of the head shapes. I'm not knocking cancer survivors by any means, just that's what it reminds me of. Alright. Oh, jeez. I got way too many berries. Alright. Let's put some meat in this third one we just put down. Okay. Try to keep some of the stuff off here. Alright. Let's go ahead and light this fire. Throw some extra wood on there. Let's have, you know, I find that if you just, you know, throw on some... I don't really want to cook that. Oh well, we'll let it cook. Just in case, you never know. I'm fixing to go out and try to get this light. Our first little adventure. You never know what we're going to run into. So, these light drops are great. They can really make or break you in some things. Like right now, I could really use a bed. That would save me 8 engram points. And give me something more permanent than a sleeping bag. I need to go ahead and craft the sleeping bag too. It was probably stupid to come out here without doing that. So let's go ahead and do this. It's pretty sad most of my weight right now is in I got a sleeping bag. Well, at least I have a craft one. Alright. I also got a campfire. Oh wait, is that a boat over there? So maybe somebody maybe they haven't really built here yet. It's just a boat. It's a pretty big boat. I love the boat, you know, the actual idea of the boat and everything. I just don't like that you can't see when you're steering. Whenever you make something that big. I usually try to make like a skiff type boat instead. Let's get rid of some of these berries. I got way too many. Do I even want to mess with the siege right now? Make my hat. Got water skins too, and a Fiona saddle. I usually don't tame the Fiona, but maybe that'll get me to, you know, to try. Alright, let's make that hat cooler. There we go. Another thing I really like, and something I may discuss from time to time, is maybe the latest movie I've just seen. You know, I love movies. I'm a huge movie fan. I love going on to the movie sites, discussing movies. So if there's any movies that you want to discuss in the down below in the comments, we can do that. If there's something you saw over the weekend, you want to discuss it, you want to recommend something, do it. You know, we can talk about it. We can definitely have some good conversations going about movies here. But I will talk about movies from time to time. Like this last weekend, I saw the remake of Vacation. It was you know, I can see where people may not have liked it, you know, and not all the jokes hit, of course. But you know, like we talked about earlier, I'm a fan of Thor, Chris Hemsworth. You know, very nice, and he was in the movie, and some of his other parts were in the movie as well. And it was pretty funny. I actually liked the run-on jokes about the faucet. It was pretty great. So if you've seen that, you'll get exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so we can get rid of that. So let's go ahead and put our walls up here. Oh, let's put our bed down. Shoot. Where am I going to put my bed at? Alright. I'll try to put it there in the thing. I haven't made this place very big, so... Up. Now twirl it. I really hate that the sleeping bag looks a lot better than the raggedy bed, especially if the bed's taking damage. Oh, it just looks terrible. Alright, I like to name my beds, so let's name this one First Base Bag. I'll call it Bag. Alright, so one-time use, so if you die and use it, you better remember to go ahead and put a bed down or whatever. Alright. I have no organization whatsoever when it comes to chests. I try sometimes, sometimes I don't. So, oh, I got the sleeping bag blueprint. That's not helpful at all. Okay, so... Saddle, get rid of that. That's a lot of weight. Yeah, you can eat berries and... Does that level you too? Oh no, eating berries does not level you. Bad tip number 37. Berries do not heal you or give you points. They don't heal you either. Alright. So... No rotten meat yet. I think that's part of the timer issue there. So, yeah, on this server, although your stuff won't spoil as fast, it's kind of bad that it won't spoil as fast at first. So you're not going to get narcs right away. So that's going to be kind of tricky. Alright, let's go ahead and put these walls up we were talking about earlier here. No trick really to doing something like this with the walls. You can reverse them, which is something that I guess about a month ago they added. While they're green like that, you just hit your E button, and there you go. It's where, you know, you can put them. Before that, it was like you were just lucky. So that's really helped. The thatch are pretty easy to tell. What's hard is the stone walls. Those are hard to tell which side you're putting them on. Sometimes, you know, I have to look at the right or left side, the edges, and you can kind of figure it out that way. And even that's not perfect sometimes. So right now we've started out on the server. It's dark. It's a lovely view here. Let's go ahead and screenshot this. Alright. And whenever we come back on, I should be a little bit further ahead than this. I'll spare you all the boring stuff that's going to happen between now and then. And yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. I have been 2 Ton Streamer, and I will see you next time.